Tell me about your pain and how you got here.
Woke up with tremendous pain in my back that
When was
pretty
it?
much stopped my life.
Yeah, when was it?
6 years ago,
6 years
something
ago.
like that.
Yeah.
And
And before that, you had a surgery, a laminectomy in the lower lumbar spine. Tell me about that surgery.
it went well. I had good results
For 5-6
for
years.
5-6 years, yes.
Yeah, and that laminectomy initially helped you, but in a laminectomy, we remove the back of the bone, and in a way, it makes the spine even a little weaker. Obviously, it opens up the space, the nerves have more space, and people do get some good improvement. But many times, because we make a spine even weaker, we call it post-laminectomy syndrome, the pain comes back, and this is what you're dealing with. And I think we don't want to call any names, but the same surgeon that did the laminectomy for you gave you the option of the surgery initially, right?
Correct.
Tell me about it.
He went through all types of unsurgical procedures, medication, therapy, got down
shots,
to
the cortisone.
Shots and
injections,
so on, yeah.
and then decided that at that point that a
Fusion.
L4, L5 fusion would be called for.
In order, yeah.
But I
you
had to
didn't-
quit smoking in order to get to that surgery.
Okay.
Well, then I ended up, I gained too much weight.
So you see that there? It's like a cascade of problems. Now, many times people who quit smoking, they gain weight. And now you couldn't do the surgery because you were smoking. Now you quit smoking, but then obviously lots of people gain weight. And now what happened then?
He called off surgery and recommended me to have a
Gastric bypass.
gastric bypass surgery.
Yeah. So then he couldn't do the surgery first because you were smoking. You quit smoking. You gained weight. Then he couldn't do the surgery because you were higher weight, and obviously that makes the surgery more difficult. And practically, he said, "Go now, lose weight and come back." Right?
Yes.
Now, how easy or hard is it to lose weight when you cannot
It's
walk?
impossible.
Yeah,
You can't
It's
move,
impossible.
you can't lose it.
you can lose it.
A
Yeah,
person can cut back their food, but you still need to have that movement and exercise.
yeah, you do. It's a combination. Now, and in a way, the risks are true.
Yes.
Now, with smoking and with the higher weight, we have to go through more tissue to get the surgery done. Easily, our societies recommend not to do the surgery if your BMI is above 40. And but that sort of put the problem on your plate. It's then all your responsibility, and that sometimes makes it easy on the surgical approach on our side, but it put you in the front of an impossible or unsolvable problem,
Yes.
like a catch-22.
Yeah, she was actually signed up
Yep.
for weight loss surgery, but
Yeah.
after some
And then-
thought, I mean,
Yeah.
why alter a perfectly good digestive system?
How's your life meanwhile?
I had very little life,
Yeah,
no social life. I don't leave the house much at all.
yeah. So how did you come to us? What made you come to us?
My husband saw an infomercial on
Yeah.
TV and
Yeah.
told me, he said, well, you better call there. Well, it took me a couple of weeks, but
Yeah,
I did look into it and online, and then I called
Yeah.
and made my appointment. So
yeah.
The
No.
Humana one.
Yeah. So if you want to hold this, I'm going to explain to you. See, in the previous surgery, they took this part of the bone off to give it more space, and now the bone is weaker, and many times the discs fall apart because now there's no more bone in the back to hold you in the proper place.
This
Yeah.
part or the bottom part too.
We remove in the laminectomy, we remove all of that.
Wow.
And obviously, if you have more tissue, we have to go through more tissue to get the surgery done. And especially in the open surgery, we strip the muscle of the bone and we reduce literally when there's no muscle on the bone. That is how they get their blood supply. That is, in smoker, you have your blood supply is not the best, and if you strip it. So these things are real, that the doctor told you the right thing, that this surgery is very risky for you. I think the difference with us is, first of all, we do the surgery through a tube that is just that thick as this, but as well, we don't strip the muscle. So weight and the body mass index, BMI, and smoking is least, it's still a factor, but
Yeah.
is least a factor with our surgery. So we are able to do a 5-6 hour surgery in a 1 hour, and that gives us the opportunity to help people in your situation. So this is our first visit. We are going to still put you to our conservative protocol. We are not going to jump to surgery. We are going to put you through our all conservative protocols and get new pictures. But once we have everything in place, neither, at least in our studies, definitely your weight doesn't play a role in our surgery, and smoking as well does play a role, but much less with our surgery than any other open surgery.
Yeah, and she's not currently smoking. So.
Yeah, good. But then that is a good thing. Don't start smoking,
Yeah,
okay?
I am watching my weight as much as
Good.
possible.
Well, any question for me at this point?
When do we get going on stuff?
Yeah, let's do it. And thank you for sharing your story with us,
Thank
okay?
you.